This is Gail. Hope you're having a great day. Today I thought I would come on and show you what I did this past weekend. I made 30 of these 8-pocket folders out of maps. Very easy and a great way to store things and give them away if you like. This one is from a Canadian map, and I know it because the texture is so very slick. It's almost like vellum. It feels great. So let me show you where the pockets are. Just a minute here. And I will find something to show you with. Okay, so there's a pocket here. There's a pocket in the top as well, right here. There's a pocket in the side here. You go inside, there's a pocket here. And again, remember, we have that pocket in the top again, on this side, and on this side. Then again, on this side, we have a pocket. You close it up, and here we have it again in the side, another pocket. On the back, you have a pocket here, and again, remember, there's still that pocket up top. Sorry, empty pill bottles. Okay, so easy peasy, 8-pocket folder. Now, I intend to use them for, or possibly for, my giveaway little gift at a retreat coming up. Now, what will I put in the pockets, you might ask? Well, for example, this is a very old dictionary page. So probably in one of the longer pockets like this. Yep, here we go. I can do it. Yes, I can. There. I'll slip that in there. Possibly. Now, I might add some napkins. Isn't that pretty? So I could slide that right in here. Oh, and what about in here? Well, I think that I might just fill up a little bag of goodies. My husband used to be a jeweler and watchmaker many, many years ago, and I have a lot of jewelry findings, especially watch crystals, that I could put in a little bag, or I could put some ephemera or stickers in there. Okay, so we can fill it up that way. For example, I also have some hymnal music pages. This is a very old book. Check out the coloring. Isn't that incredible? I'm going to change my light up here a little bit, see if that's any better. But isn't that something? The coloring on that. So, very cool old paper. So, things like that I will probably fill it with. Ephemera, maybe a bookmark that I've made, tags, you never know. But these are also fun to put in a journal, and I'm going to show you that too before I show you how to make them. So what I have here is a signature from a boho journal, and we could take that. I wouldn't put this one in here probably. I might make one out of, tea-dyed paper and put in here, or some other decorative paper that goes with the boho theme. However, as you see, you still can use, even when it will be sewn in, you still will be able to use all of the pockets, which is very cool. So, and where did it go? Okay, it's over here. Alrighty. So again, as you can see, plenty of room once it's sewn in to still get to the pockets. So great idea. Now, I did not come up with this idea on my own. No, indeed, I did not. I got the idea from the lovely Bettsy Doodle, D at Bettsy Doodle to be exact. D is a wonderful lady. She's been doing videos for several years, and she's one of the first people I found on YouTube. And she made these probably a couple years back. She made hers using a jelly prints, decorative jelly prints, and they were really cool. And the first time that I made up a bunch of these to take to a retreat, I also used jelly prints. This time I thought, I really like the map idea, and the original one that Dee had received from a lady by the name of Faydra Jones was made out of a map. It's a great way to use up old maps if you have any. So, how about I show you how to make them? I'm going to link Dee, Bettsy Doodle, down below. So be sure and go check her out and look at her pretty 8 pocket folders made with her jelly prints. Now, I use this size paper and cut up my maps this size. This is just a piece of my tea-dyed paper, and I am lucky enough to have plastic doilies to use to get this beautiful coloring and design. But I thought I would show you with this. Pretty easy to follow. So you don't really have to have 11 by 17. You could use a regular sheet of paper. It just depends on how big you want your pocket to be and for what purpose you're using it. So you don't want anything too terribly thick. For example, the paper that's in this signature, this outer paper, it's very heavy, and I feel like it would probably crack if it was folded that much. So probably not a good idea to use anything that heavy. Maybe a one-sided cardstock, I don't know. Matte paper works great. Wrapping paper would work great, I think. Okay, well, let's get started. So you take it long ways and you fold it in half. So I'm just trying to make sure everything is lined up at the top. And again, this doesn't really have to be perfect, but the closer you are to having it evenly done, the better. Now I'm going to open it up again, and now I'm going to take this side, move it up to the center. You see where the center is? I don't want to go up to that line. I'm going to go about that far from the line. And I'm not going to measure any of this because, again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just eyeballing it. Now, if you're a person for whom that matters, then by all means, get out your ruler and measure. And let me just, for the sake of questions, see about how far that is. It's about 1/2 inch, okay? So, now, gonna bone fold that as well. Now, the next thing I do, because I've got this side already folded, is I'm going to take the corner, bring up this part. I don't want it right on top of that line because I don't want this to get all caught up in the folding. So just back from the line a hair. Okay, going to make a little point like so. And again, I use my bold folder. Can't talk today. And in this light, sometimes it's hard for me to see where the line is. Okay, empty pill bottles falling again. You can tell my desk is not cleared. I apologize. Okay. And again, the bone folder. So this is what you end up with. Okay. Flip it around. And again, about a ½ inch is what I'm doing here. I mean, if you want a wider pocket, you could go in closer than that. But if you intend to put this inside a journal, that won't be enough if you're going to sew it in. If you're just going to put it in another pocket, then fine. But if you plan to sew it into a signature, that won't work. Okay, next, again, we go back here, fold it like so, making our little point. Back here, same thing. That was really hard, I know. So now, this is what we have. Whoops, sorry about the camera. I don't have it on autofocus, but it certainly is behaving that way. My computer did get shut down, so I wonder if it went back to the old settings. I should have checked that before I came on, but I did not. Okay, so now we're going to flip it over. Oh, it's a shame to cover that up. It's so pretty. But we have it on the other side too. Okay, so I want to bring it up. Now, this time, I want to leave more like 3/4 to an inch at the top. And I'm going to fold it down here. So you notice about 3/4 to an inch up there at the top. And no, I am not good at guesstimating measurements, but that's what I would say it looks like. If you want, I will measure it. Another pill bottle. What can I say? I took all the labels off because I'm going to recycle them. Okay. So yeah, it's almost, yeah, it's about an inch. Okay. Now I'm going to fold right there along that line of paper. Fold it down. So see, we have that little dog-eared portion. Fold it down, another little dog-eared portion. Some of you have probably already figured it out by now. Then we're going to lift this out. Ta-da! And then tuck it inside the little dog-eared pocket. Oops, that one fell out. Okay, so there you have it. Now, you probably don't have to glue it. However, I choose to use a little bit of glue stick in there. Now, you might notice that this is a little bit, looks like it's torn just a little bit. And this paper is a tad brittle, so maybe not the best choice to use. Okay, so I'm going to put a little glue here and a little glue here, so I know it's going to stick. So I'm going to put that in. Also going to make sure it's up in there as far as it can go. Yep, there we go. Now I'm going to do that on the other side. It is purple. Okay. Alrighty. Make sure it's nice and tight in there so you can see. All right, then I'm going to fold it over, and there it is. Our 8 pockets. One here, one inside here. Flip it over, one inside there, one here, one here, one here, one here, and yeah, back here. Don't forget that one's still there. Okay, so pretty easy peasy, as Bettsy Doodle says. Should I show you one more? All right, let's do a smaller piece of paper. Another piece of my hand-dyed paper. So, alrighty, fold it up. What is it they tell the kids in elementary? Like a hot dog, like it's in a hot dog bun, you know, the long ways. Okay, now we're going to fold it long again, leaving some space. Now probably, since this is smaller, don't want to leave as much space, because your pocket's going to be really tiny then. All right, back over here. Over here. Now I'll use the old bone folder or plastic folder. Okay, so that one's all ready to roll. So you get an idea how wide your pockets will be with this size. Okay, so now I'm going to go over here, fold it up. There's another one, little point. Okay, there we go. And now, again, with the folds facing us, we're going to flip it over. And again, we probably don't want to leave 3/4 to an inch at top, because this is going to be a much shorter folder. So make the little dog ears. Okay, you see you have a much tinier pocket, but it's still doable. It could fit in a signature still, or even fit in a pocket in the journal somewhere, or an ephemera some way. Okay, so again, there you have it. Flip it over, and voila. All right, I will glue it just to show you that I do glue them. Again, you don't have to, but I feel like they'll stay this way, and hopefully you won't have them fall apart and then go, wait, how was that? And if you give them to someone, they'll stay as well, hopefully. Okay, So there we have our little tiny 8 pocket. And I'll show you. Pocket here. 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 And of course, we had that pocket here. So, easy peasy. I hope that you have enjoyed this and found it fairly easy to follow along. So again, 2 different sizes. You can use maps, and you can fill them with all kinds of goodies. I'm sure you can come up with even better ideas. Today, what I've been working on is this. Now this could even go in one of the pockets. Got this idea from seeing one that someone else had made, and theirs was a snippet. And I thought, wow, that would make a pretty cool belly band. So I thought I would make it into a belly band. This pulls out, little card, and an envelope that pulls out as well. And these both undo and unfold. And that is some beads. Those are some beads that you see down here and here. Of course, there's a little flower that's made out of the little imitation pearls. Some buttons. A really cute little charm dangle. Some more of the beads. And then topped with a little vintage lace flower, and then some colorful peacock type, and a little butterfly. Now, as I said, I intend to use it as a belly band. However, you know, the back's fine. You could also use it as a bookmark if you so desired. So, that's what I did this afternoon for fun, because I spent the whole weekend making those 30 easy peasy folders with 8 pockets. And they were easy peasy, but they are time consuming when you have to cut the paper. So that's what I've been up to. Hope you've been having a lot of fun crafting as well. Thank you for visiting, and especially thank you to all my new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed, please feel free to do so. And don't forget to mark the little bell so that you get notifications when I put up a new video. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much for stopping by. Ciao.